When it comes to making a responsible energy decision for your family and the planet, choose clean natural gas from Atmos Energy. Natural gas is safer and more reliable than other energy solutions and can reduce your home's carbon emissions by up to 45%. By using less total energy than other energy sources, natural gas lowers your impact on the environment. It's just another way that Atmos Energy makes your life better. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
This is our love, this is our life, this is our home, Louisiana. This is our day, come what may. This is our song, forever long. This is our home. This is our life, this is our home.
Welcome to week 12 of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Clarence Buggs along with the coach at the Marriott Hotel, 5500 Hilton Avenue, our home for the 2017 season. Coach, first off, how are you feeling after being under the weather earlier for the last conference series?
I feel good. Hey, I tell you, I probably stayed a little too long away from going in there, but I went at the right time and they got me right. And the old coaching people, or the man in the main, almost got the best of me.
So what did Roger Cador learn about himself as a result of what he went through, culminating in you only missing for the second time in 33 years of coaching a weekend conference series? What did you learn about yourself?
There are limitations to all of us, and that you can push yourself and do damage and not listen to your body. But I've been a fortunate person in life and in coaching, in that I've only missed really 2 coaching weekend and in 30-some years, so I've been extremely fortunate.
Midweek game, we take on Nicholls State at Lee Hines Field, a team we'd not defeated there in 3 years. The team responded well to the challenge, Coach.
Really well, and to be honest, the pregame talk was very simple. It's good to be back. I miss you guys. In spite of all these things, I do miss you guys. And they say, welcome back, Coach.
Awesome, awesome. What a welcome back it was. We're going to do this in 3 segments. We'll start rolling the highlights from Lee Hines Field, and we'll focus, first of all, in this segment on the early innings. Coach, do the honors.
Even though I wasn't 100%, I wanted the kids to know I was going to be there. They probably knew I wasn't 100%, and there's Jacob Snyder doing a really good job for us, as he's done all year. He's given us a chance in midweek games. And, the kid responded well. I mean, when you look at the way they played and with the energy. And, we were short. Philip Williams was taking a test. And I tell you what, we had to play Frankie Montesino at third, and then we moved Malik Blaze to shortstop. And it didn't kill us, even though Frankie made a lot of mental mistakes at third base. It didn't take us out. It still gave us a chance to win.
And Jacob Snyder had a lot to do with that too, didn't he, Coach?
A lot. He pitched and he kept us in the game. And that's what he's supposed to do. All we ask of pitchers, give us a chance to win, and give offense. Offense is what it is. There'll be times you're not going to do things right. Now, here's a bunt by Mateo, back to knowing we had Polk running. You got to do a better bunt. And then Mateo steals second base and, struck out by Watts. And I tell you what, Bobby Johnson got the walk here. And look like everything is in slow motion to me, Clarence. It's not moving at natural speed. And there is a big hit here off the wall. And I tell you what, here we go. We're trying to bring him in. And Well, where is he? He stopped at third. That was Bobby running. He's got 2 refrigerators on his back.
And
I forgot about it. And a freezer. So he gets in here on the hit by Malik Blaze. So we do get it, and then we get 2 runs, and there it is. So we're getting the timely hits with 2 outs in this game. You know, this is a big hit here by one of their best hitters. I mean, he left the pitch over the plate. And I tell you what, Nicholls State is a really good game. It was a great catch by the center field. I'm sorry. That particular play was a great play. Now watch this by Robertson Mateo. Hadn't been able to throw all year, and it continues. 2 outs. Those are the kind of play that kills you.
Yeah.
Not only did a run score, he put a runner in scoring position.
Yep.
So, you know, that makes it tough.
Early innings, Jaguars hanging tough. When we come back for segment 2 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show, we move ahead to the middle innings. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Get caught up in the frenzy. 4 exciting new games from the Louisiana Lottery. Win up to $200,000. Scratch the back of the $500 Frenzy ticket for a bonus game. Score big with Frenzy today from the Louisiana Lottery.
It was nearly a decade ago that Brett teamed up to Imagine Your Parks, and you imagined big. 12 beautiful community parks from one end of the parish to the other, 1 family-sized water park, and 5 other parks just for your dogs. You have places to splash and places to explore. You have games to play and camps galore. No matter what you like to do or see, visit Breck.org and see how together we have made Breck better than imagined.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Baton Rouge. Striking out is never fun, especially when it comes to your credit. So write this down, DiamondMonster.com. Through their great financing sources, they'll work to get you the lowest interest rate possible. That means lower payment on a better car, like a new Mazda or a great used car. I promise it'll be a car you will love at a price you would like. I've known these people for over 20 years, and they'll treat you like an MVP on Airline Highway or DiamondMonster.com.
Welcome back for segment 2 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Coach, Malik Blaze turned in an inspiring performance at the plate for us against Nicholls. 3 for 4 on the night, 2 doubles and 5 runs batted in.
Well, you know, it's a wonderful thing, this game of baseball. He struggles so much during the course of the year.
Yeah.
And every time someone tried to convince me to take him out, and I said, take him out for who?
Right.
And, you know,
Right.
let him strike out, let him get better, because next year he'll learn from this.
Cannot stress enough. Jacob Snyder, a freshman, how he battled and kept us in this game.
Well, Jacob, you may not know how much I fought for you in the beginning.
Right.
See, no one ever know about the beginning.
Right.
They take the credit in the end.
Of
But in
course.
the beginning, I said, let's throw him, let's pitch him, give him opportunity. I understand, don't worry about it. And he's proven a whole bunch of people correct or wrong.
Well, let's not go back to the beginning. Let's go to the middle innings of our
Clarence.
midweek encounter with Nicholls State. We'll roll the highlights, and Coach, as is our custom, we, of course, will let you do the honors when we roll the highlights from the middle innings.
Jacob, I forgot to say that at the end I make the final decision anyway. I didn't say that. Yeah, that was the pitch. He had 2 strike and left it over the plate, which is going to happen with 2 outs and 2 strike. He left it over. They scored a run. I mean, that's the kind of stuff does happen, and I don't have a problem with it because it's a learning curve.
Right.
You know,
and he didn't get rattled behind.
No, he didn't. I mean, he comes to the dugout. He's not throwing his glove.
Right.
And I love all of that. You know, here's a big hit by Watts up the middle. You know, we need Watts swinging, and Watts needs to. I keep telling Watts, you hitting singles does us no good. I want you to drive the ball. And here's a ball that is off the wall. Now, I'm going to bring him, Clarence. I'm bringing him.
I thought
Look at him. He want to stop.
Here,
but
Coach.
I'm telling you, don't stop. Don't stop. You run home. You know, but there are things you have to do with kids. Force them to do it, you know?
Right.
Good play by Malik here. You know, I tell you, you know, and Malik is natural shortstop. You know, boy, I tell you, look at Snyder. He's standing tall like the rifleman. Oh,
Lucas
the rifle, Lucas
McCain.
McCain. He was left-handed, played in the 30s with the Cubs. Oh, a little history, Jacob. That's a great pitch right here.
Nice.
Really nice. And I mean, you know, I try to tell kids it's not about how hard you throw, it's about pitch location at the end of the day, you know. And Jacobs does that quite well. He knows he's not going to blow people away. So this was a well-played game, Clarence, well played. Even Marty could have played in this game. I mean, that's how well it was played, you know. And, you know, if you let pitchers make mistakes and don't chase bad pitchers, they'll find a way to give you the game. Look at here, Malik blazed up the middle. Come on, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Look at here.
That extra freezer along with the refrigerator did him in.
Yeah, he couldn't get it off his shoulders. I mean, unbelievable.
Were the Jags able to hold on for the win? If you stick around, you'll find out when we head to segment 3 of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Stay close.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Hey, Coach Roger Cador here. There's something about teamwork that brings the best out in any business. When I need a tow, I call Roadrunner Towing. Roadrunner's 4 generations strong and homegrown right here in Baton Rouge.
Thanks, Coach. There's no job too large or too small. Call Roadrunner for quick, reliable, exceptional service. We don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes. And remember, take time each day to be a blessing to someone. Thank you.
Get caught up in the frenzy. 4 exciting new games from the Louisiana Lottery. Win up to $200,000. Scratch the back of the $500 Frenzy ticket for a bonus game. Score big with Frenzy today from the Louisiana Lottery.
Welcome back to segment 3 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Coach, all season long we've had problems maintaining the lead when it comes to the bullpen. This time, another freshman, Wilhelm Allen, steps in, get his 2nd win of the season.
Yeah, you know, and I tell you, why not give a freshman a chance? Nobody else is doing it, and that's what happened. Even though I wasn't part of that decision-making process, I applaud it 100%.
Well, let's roll highlights from the final innings. Coach, take it away.
As Jacob still mowing him down. You know, he's doing such a good job. I mean, when I tell people, look at him, he's throwing strikes and letting people get themselves out. You see, you can't strike people out on the first strike and the second strike. You have to have 2 strikes to strike them out. And that's the kind of thing. Now, that's a good play here by the infielder here. And so, you know, here we go. Picked off. Oh, my goodness. It will happen, though, Clarence.
Oh, yeah.
Kids go to sleep on you, and it's all work out, you know. Now, there's Wilhelm Allen pitching. There it is.
Got him.
Frankie dropped the ball.
Oh, he dropped it.
Frankie was in another world, you know, so that happened. I mean, I asked Frankie before I left, you know, did you wake up today, Frankie? Highest world you're in. Come in the world we're in, you know.
Why is the sky blue, Frankie?
Why is the sky blue? Yeah. Yeah, but you know, I tell you what, that's the beauty of coaching young kids is that a lot of things are going on with them. And if you can convince them to just stay focused, things will work out. You know, now this is a good hit here. You know, we're about to get something started. Is this the Vatican, John Pope? You know, he talked about numbers. We got to put up some numbers. Wow, what a great bunt here. You know, what a great bunt. You need that kind of bunt with Pope.
Give him all the time you can give him, Coach.
You see, now this guy makes a good play. Oh, he missed it. Oh, that's the problem, Pope. Bring him! Bring him! Bring him! Oh, there you go. Oh, don't stop. This is so funny. This is fun when you coach those kind of kids. Lack of great ability, loaded with desire and admiration. Okay, the ball gets away. Get down, okay. This is beautiful. Again, this is amateur baseball at its best.
At its best,
you see a lot of things that go on you're not going to see in the pros. Okay, good bunt here. You get the out here. And you know, those are trying to execute. And Wilhelm Adams, really good pitch right there on the corner. Now, that kid probably don't believe it. Why not string the bat? This is another good pitch. And he wins the game right there. You know, and those, see, you can't win unless you swing the bat. And I tell my players all the time, never go down not swinging.
6-5, the final. Jaguars finally notched that win at Lee Hines Field against Nicholls State. When we come back, an inside look at another institution for Jaguar baseball when the Coach Roger Cador Show continues. Stay close.
Trust is the key that transforms strangers into friends.
At Southern Teachers and Parents Federal Credit Union, we believe in lending a helping hand.
Transforming your dreams into reality.
Because with friends, you can do anything.
Come on by and check out our competitive loan rates. We'll see your dreams come to life.
Whichever loan, we have you covered.
Baton Rouge. Striking out is never fun, especially when it comes to your credit. So write this down, DiamondMonster.com. Through their great financing sources, they'll work to get you the lowest interest rate possible. That means lower payment on a better car, like a new Mazda or a great used car. I promise it'll be a car you will love at a price you would like. I've known these people for over 20 years, and they'll treat you like an MVP on Airline Highway or DiamondMonster.com.
Welcome back to segment 4 of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. You know, when you talk Jaguar baseball, there are some institutions that have been there for a mighty long time. Our special correspondent, Aaron Fulbright, has a look at yet another institution within the institution. Aaron, take it away.
Thanks, Clarence. A few weeks ago, we talked to superfan Popin, who's been around the program for over 50 years. Well, this week, I talked to Mr. Frank Ransberg, who has been around the program for 15 years, providing oranges for the team. Oranges are known to give you energy, and fruits are considered one of the top foods an athlete should eat before a game. For the SU baseball program, having an orange before each home game is a must, and they have Frank Ransberg, a SU professor, to thank for that. But it all started with Cador.
Well, the way it started with me trying to get Coach Cador to go on a diet. Before a game, I'd be sitting out in the car eating oranges, and Coach would pass by, going over there and buying those big hot sausage po' boys and things. And I called him one day. I said, Coach, don't you think you need to go on a diet? I said, take some of these oranges. And I'd give him a couple of oranges. I asked him one day, I said, Coach, how are you enjoying your oranges? He said, man, when I get those oranges in the dugout, those boys eat my oranges up. So I said, well, what if I give the boys some oranges? Would that be all right? He said, yeah, that'd be all right. So
this season, Professor Ransberg has delivered roughly 2,208 oranges to the team. And over the 15-year span, he has delivered about 33,120 oranges. He drops off the oranges to the team at least 2 hours before each home game.
So what I call baseball oranges. If you notice, we get them the size of a baseball. There are 138 oranges in one of those boxes. Those baseball oranges. That's a navel orange.
Okay.
There's no seed in that orange, and it's very good.
Where does he get the oranges from? It varies, but they are locally grown. And Professor Ransberg says there is a proper way to peel an orange. He added that many of these young guys don't know how, but the key is in the thumb.
You see, what they do, they don't peel it the right way. You peel an orange with your thumb, same way you peel an egg. You peel it with your thumb, the side of your thumb.
Current assistant coach Elliot Ness received oranges from Professor Ransberg when he was a player, and he says it means the world to these guys to receive support from outsiders.
We don't even have a chance to have a full course meal before the game if you don't eat lunch, but that was our snack. Between innings, you come in, you will grab a piece of orange, and it kept you energized, give you that.
Professor Ransberg's love for baseball since the age of 9 is what drew him to the SU baseball program. His relationship with Cador goes back to when Cador played baseball at Southern and was on the basketball team. Being around the program for over 50 years, you must have a memorable moment, right? For Professor Ransberg, it was a game against Tulane in Lee Hines Field in 2012.
Tulane was leading us 3-0, and in the bottom of the 9th inning, with 2 men out, 3 balls and 2 strikes on the batter, and the bases loaded, a man hit a home run, and we won the game 4-3.
That was here?
That was right here. That was the greatest moment I've ever seen in Southern University baseball to me.
I find it interesting that the whole reason that the oranges started with Professor Ransberg was for Coach Cador's diet. Back to you, Clarence.
Thank you. That way, at least we know we'll never have to worry about the coach suffering from scurvy. Always gonna get his vitamin C. When we come back, we will wrap up this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Stay close.
Clarence, you're the best. You're the best.
This is our love. This is our life. This is our home, Louisiana. This is our day. Come what may. This is our home. Forever long. This is our home. This is our life. This is our home.
It was nearly a decade ago that Brett teamed up to Imagine Your Parks, and you imagine big. 12 beautiful community parks from one end of the parish to the other, 1 family-sized water park, and 5 other parks just for your dogs. You have places to splash and places to explore. You have games to play and camps galore. No matter what you like to do or see, visit Breck.org and see how together we have made Breck better than imagined.
Hey, Coach Roger Cador here. There's something about teamwork that brings the best out in any business. When I need a tow, I call Roadrunner Towing. Roadrunner's 4 generations strong and homegrown right here in Baton Rouge.
Thanks, Coach. There's no job too large or too small. Call Roadrunner for quick, reliable, exceptional service. We don't want an arm and a leg, we just want your toes. And remember, take time each day to be a blessing to someone. Thank you.
Beep, beep.
Welcome back to the closing segment of this week's edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Our fate is in our hands this week when UAPB comes to town for the final conference series.
The schedule maker couldn't have done it any better.
Hollywood couldn't script it this way, Coach. Would you rather it be decided, or do you build more character having to earn it on the last weekend?
In my opinion, you build character having to earn anything you do.
Right. Seniors, Saturday, we're going to celebrate their time on the Bluff.
Always a special occasion. They've done a lot and left a lot of legacy.
And of course, we need the Jaguar Baseball Nation now more than ever to come out and support this team, Coach.
I tell you, it's got a lot of worth behind it, value. So come on out.
Of course, the good news is the last time we played UAPB at their place, no less, we took 2 out of 3.
It means nothing now.
Absolutely not. Are we going to go with the regular rotation, or does Roger Cador have a little something up that sleeve of his that he's been saving for a time like this?
We'll see.
I guess that means, yeah, there's a little something under the sleeve. Jaguar Nation, it is the final conference series at home, and the opportunity, if you haven't done so already, come on out and support this team. Yeah, we've had our shortcomings. Yeah, we've had our tough times, but they have battled throughout the season, and they deserve to look up in the stands and have a full crowd on hand for the final go-round at Lee Hines Field. That's going to do it for this edition. On behalf of the coach and the crew, I'm Clarence Buggs. We will see you next week with another exciting edition of the Coach Roger Cador Show. Till then, go Jags.
Get caught up in the frenzy. 4 exciting new games from the Louisiana Lottery. Win up to $200,000. Scratch the back of the $500 Frenzy ticket for a bonus game. Score big with Frenzy today from the Louisiana Lottery.